Israel's foreign minister said it welcomed the maritime corridor and urged other countries to join it. Okay, so next is Germany is mounting concern over Ukraine and Gaza. Chancellor Olaf is standing firm. He continues to reject the delivery of Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine. The Chancellor fears that the missile could be fired at targets inside Russia and that Germany could be drawn into the war. After all, the Taurus has a range of 500 kilometers. The Chancellor's stance is being met with criticism from the opposition center-right Christian Democratic Union and also from his own coalition partners, the Green and the New Liberal Free Democrats. Uh, FDP lawmakers have threatened to vote with the opposition if the issue of Taurus delivers is again on the agenda in the federal parliament, the Bundestag, next week. Russia-Ukraine war. India busts network trafficking people to Russia. 2 Indians have died after being allegedly sent to the battlefield. Authorities in India say they have busted a network of agents sending people to fight for Russia and Ukraine under the pretext of giving them jobs. The agents were luring people through social media. The Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) said the network stretches across several states and about 35 people have fallen victims to the racket, the agency said. The development comes after 2 Indians who were duped into traveling to Russia were killed in the war. Next is International Women's Day is a public holiday in 2 German states, but Germany's Social Welfare Association, the VDK, is arguing that it should be recognized across the country. For more than a century, people around the world have marked International Women's Day on 8th of March, that is today. International Women's Day grew out of the labor movement. The seeds were planted in 1908 when 15,000 women marched through the New York City demanding shorter working hours, better pay, and the rights to vote. A year later, the Socialist Party of America declared the first National Women's Day. The idea to make it an international event came out from Clara Zetkin, a communist activist and advocate for women's rights. In 1910, she raised it an international and for the future. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Anil. Fantastic. Excellent news and a lot of important points what you have just explained. Now I'll hand over to Vinod.
Hi everyone, how are you guys?
Hello.
This is the last day of the investment funds, and as we always do, like anybody has any specific questions on the previous topics we have touched so far? From my side, actually, I have covered everything. So today is more about a recap of everything, and then probably we'll have some mock conversations, and we can see how you guys are ready for selling mutual funds or deeper funds to your friends and family, or like a role play session. So first of all, anyone has any questions? No questions? All right, okay.
So I think in last session we have given the task that they have to read about the mutual funds, and then we need to have the quiz. So we will have a quiz. So I think you have to ask the questions without sharing your screen, and about all these 5 funds, and then 5 points what we have asked. So So those points needs to be asked in the quiz.
Okay. All right. So I will now shoot out my question, and then if anybody knows the answer, you can raise your hand, and then you can answer it in the public. Okay. The first question is mutual fund and ETF both are the same? Or could you explain the difference? Yeah, Vinod.
No, ETF and mutual fund, they both are totally different.
Yeah, so could you point out the difference?
Yeah, so in mutual funds, say for example, one company will take your amount and will make a portfolio of different shares, maybe different sectors, and they will invest that money. So it's called a pool of shares, and ETF is exchange traded funds. Say for example, if I invest in gold, so my return will be directly linked to the price of gold in the market, but will be traded in the exchange, in the stock exchange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I can. Yes and no. It is good you attempted, and there are rights and a few corrections or improvements. Anybody wants to add anything? We know your hand is raised. Do you want to speak?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the thing is, earlier you said, is there any questions in regarding of previous lesson? Then you can raise your hand, or you can.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why. I raised it. But I think I will discuss this point with you
later. Yeah.
Separately. That would be great. Because
okay. Yeah. Great. So anybody wants to add the difference between an ETF versus a mutual fund?
ETFs are just like a old traditional mutual funds which operate similar to the mutual fund, but the great difference for the ETF is they are traded in an open market on a day-to-day basis, while the mutual funds are traded once in a day. I had like
at the end of the day. That's right. So that's the basic fundamental difference. Both are managed by professional fund managers, and then mutual fund can be it's just a pool of money, and then it can be parked with multiple securities and multiple stocks as well. And then ETF also based on it's most similar to mutual funds, other than the fact that it can be traded in the open market. So in the live market, you can buy and sell an ETF, whereas you cannot buy and sell an mutual fund in the live market. You have to wait for the day to close, and then on the closure, your NAV is calculated, and then you can buy and sell on whatever the price at the end of the day. So with that, the next question is, which of the funds that we have discussed has given the highest returns over any years, like 10-year period?
Yeah, Alliance Global Artificial Intelligence Fund.
No.
DWS Growth.
DWS US Growth Fund. That is right. Yeah. Yes, University may okay. I don't want pointing. When was the Alliance Global Investment Fund started?
I think few years back. I think 2017.
2017. That's right. Could you also point the date?
I couldn't remember date. That year is 2017.
Okay.
Your first year it was 38%. Second year is 0 or 0.3 or something, and third year is 15%.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Last 3 years returns.
Great. That is more than sufficient. The fund incorporation date is August 31st, 2017, and it is more or less like a 7-year-old fund. That is Alliance Global Artificial Intelligence Fund. That's why we don't compare.
So out of these two, which one is better, DWS or Artificial Intelligence Fund? Which one is better?
How do you rate better here? What is the logic behind the word better here?
Better returns.
you cannot guess the returns in the future returns based on the funds. It's the DWS US Growth Fund is managing a different sector funds, and the entire US Nasdaq is traded, whereas artificial intelligence is a sector fund. You cannot compare an sector fund, particular sector fund versus and fund which traces the index. So if you are point towards the returns, then probably there is a chance that artificial intelligence can grow much faster than the DWS US Growth Fund. But that's just an assumption. There is no evidence for that. Both are equally good. If you compare the last 5 years return, both are equally good, right? Yeah. So where is the money parked in DWS US Growth Fund? Which are the sectors involved in which country has where is the most of the money parked in DWS US Growth Fund?
US.
Yes. How many percentage of the money is
70%.
parked? Sorry.
70%.
Oh, where is the remaining 30% parked?
Maybe Germany.
The name itself is DWS US Growth Fund, right? So there are very less chances the money to park outside. Now I have to go and check that out. The entire 100% is parked in DWS US into the US market only. Okay. But let me check this out. In the meantime, so where is the money parked of DWS India Fund?
Mainly financial institutions, banks.
Only inside India, okay? It cannot be parked outside Indian companies, yeah. And which is the
ICICI banks?
No, which is the highest sector? Like sector-wise, which is the highest sector?
Banking.
For India, it is banking. That's right. In DWS US Growth Fund, 98% of the money is parked in US only. So any fund which traces the overall index, for example, if it is a DWS US Growth Fund versus DWS India Fund, most of the amount will be parked only into that companies of that particular country. That's why it's more or less the index of the entire country's company. For example, for India, it is Nifty. So the money for DWS India Fund covers mostly the Indian companies, whereas DWS US Growth Fund only covers the US companies. Who is the fund manager of DWS US Growth Fund?
Tobias Roman.
That's right, Tobias, yeah.
So guys, I would request first you have to raise the hand. Then trainer will say, okay, you have to answer. Then answer. Otherwise, it will overlap.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the inception date of DWS US Growth Fund?
7 February 1994.
7 February 1994.
I need to raise my hand.
It's a 20-year-old fund. It's a February, that's right. I'm just checking the date.
So it's a 30-year-old fund, not 20 years.
Yeah, 30 years.
1994?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30-year-old fund, that's right. 7th February 1994. Oh my goodness, all this time I have been using 20 years. Sorry. Yeah, it's a 30-year-old fund, much older than all the new companies right now in the market.
Vinod, now I would like to ask the questions.
Sure.
Okay. So, okay. What is the top 5 holdings of US Growth Fund? Top 5 holdings of the US Growth Fund. Gaurav.
I think it's Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft.
And 4.
And
Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, and you said 4.
Berkshire Hathaway.
Okay. So it's now over to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, over to you.
Yeah, it's Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, Amazon, and Meta platform.
Excellent. So That's top 5 holdings of the US Growth Fund. What was the incorporation date of the US Growth Fund? Again, you have to raise the hand. Once your question is changed, you can raise down and then you have to raise the hand. What was the incorporation date for the US Growth Fund? Vijay Kumar.
2014?
No. Vinod.
7 February 1994.
Excellent. 7 Feb 1994. Absolutely right. What is the last 5-year simple return, yearly returns? So what was the last 5-year yearly return of US Growth Fund? You have to raise the hand. Only 2 people are raising the hand. Why it's not coming from the other people? I think a lot of people, they were present in the trainings last session. What is the last 5 years yearly returns of the US Growth Fund?
Yeah, average return of the US Growth Fund
17%, 17.5%.
Absolutely right. 17% last 5 years. Yearly return it has given 17%. Okay. What was the CAGR? Compound annually growth return, CAGR for last 5 years for the US Growth Fund. CAGR of last 5-year US Growth Fund. DWS US Growth Fund. Last 5 years. It's not fair, guys. You have to come up. Only 2 people are answering. Vijay Kumar. Last 5 years. Your hands are raised. Vinod.
So 125%.
125%. In euros, it's really, really very higher side. 125% returns it has given in last 5 years. Now, what are the CAGR returns since inception? That means 7 Feb 1994. What are the returns since inception of US Growth Fund? Anil Dhar.
1,247.
Absolutely right. Excellent. So what is the annualized return of US Growth Fund? You have to raise the hand. Annualized return of US Growth Fund. Annual return. Yearly annual return of the US Growth Fund.
From the very beginning, right?
No, you have to raise the hand first. We'll stick with the rule. No explanation, nothing, just you have to answer. Yeah, okay. Jonah Lagada.
Yeah, it's 14.4%.
Anybody else? Good try. Vinod.
It's 9%.
It's a 9%. Absolutely right. So since if somebody has invested on 7th Feb 1994 when it was incorporated, since then yearly return, simple yearly return, it has given around 9%. Man, fantastic. If you keep the money in the FCNR, foreign currency non-resident deposit, RFC deposit, where all the NRIs and all these people they keep it, or maybe in any foreign deposit here in the Festgeld, Tagesgeld, you will never get 9% annualized and more than 1,200 something CAGR. Excellent returns. Now, next one, Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence. So when I say Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence, so give me a moment. Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence. So first question, what is the AUM, asset under management of the Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? AUM as on date, asset under management of Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? Guys, you have to come up. Only two people or three people. Vijay Kumar, Vinod, these people are answering, and everybody was present in past few sessions. What was the AUM? Asset under management. One more thing I'll tell you. There is a learning two ways. You learn from other mistakes, and if you don't have remember, please try to remember when somebody is giving the answer. Note it down. Remember. This way you will become a knowledgeful and will talk to clients, and then you will give the answers and talk to all these numbers. They will appreciate your knowledge altogether, and you have to learn. So my question was, what is the AUM of Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? AUM. Vijay Kumar.
Asset value.
Vijay. Asset under management. Funds value. Funds Vermögen. In German, it's a funds Vermögen. In English, it is said AUM, asset under management. What is the Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence AUM?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. Yona Lagada.
Yes, sir.
What is the AUM? I'll tell you guys, this fund is one of the biggest fund. One of the biggest fund. Everyone should remember the facts and figures of this fund. If you don't remember, it's useful for yourself and same time for the clients as well, right? And it's really very important. A lot of people, they are interested for the ETFs and everything, but when you compare this fund, it has broken all the records. Like Dr. Gunjan, she has explained ETFs and mutual funds in an exact perfect way, excellent explanation. But this is the fund you have to remember. Same time mechanism, but fund details as well. 7.03 billion euros. Lot of countries' economy is not a billion euros. It's a one fund, artificial intelligence, billion euro funds from the Allianz Global Investors. Yeah, Shiva, you want? Okay. So next question of artificial intelligence, guys. Let's see who will raise their hand first. Okay. What is the incorporation date of this particular fund? Incorporation date of this particular fund. Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence. Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence. Aishwarya Moni.
August 31st, 2017.
Excellent. Perfect. 31st August 2017. Since then, this fund is working. This is the birth date of this particular fund. Excellent fund. Next question. Who is the fund manager for the Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? Who is the fund manager of Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar. Vijay, you have raised a hand. Guys, everyone has to give the answer.
Sebastian Thomas.
Sebastian Thomas. Who is another partner? Who is another partner? Okay, Vinod. Who is the fund manager?
I just know Sebastian Thomas. I just don't have any idea.
Okay. Aishwarya.
No, I know only one.
Okay. It's a James Chen, Sebastian Thomas. It's a both people they managed together. James Chen, Sebastian Thomas. That's this particular fund, 7.03 billion euros. That's fund. Okay. Now, next question. What is the last 5-year returns of the Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? Last 5-year returns of Allianz Global CAGR. CAGR last 5 years of Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund. Guys, you have to come up. I think you have not studied. Nobody has done the homework. Homework was given and people were sleeping, right? That's why neither analysis are happening nor the assignments are happening. Neither you learn about the funds. Okay. So,
179%.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Next. Vijay Kumar, you have raised the hand. Vijay Kumar.
No, I haven't raised my hand.
So you have to raise down the hand after every this thing. You still raise the hand, and it's confusing.
Okay, I stopped raising my hand.
Okay. Oh, it's 103%. 103%. Next question to Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund. What are the top 5 holdings of Allianz Global Artificial Intelligence Fund? Top 5 holdings. Vinod.
Tesla Inc.
Pardon?
Tesla Inc.
Okay.
And Alphabet Inc. CL.
Okay. Top 5 I said, not top 10.
Okay, top 5, right? NVIDIA Corp. One is.
Yeah.
Is that okay? It's NVIDIA Corp, Tesla Inc., Alphabet Inc., and the Meta platform. Shopify.
Okay. Good try. Heta, over to you. Heta?
Yes.
Yeah, please tell.
It is Tesla,
Okay.
Meta platform,
Okay.
Amazon,
Okay.
Apple,
No.
Nvidia,
Nvidia.
and Meta platform.
Already you said.
Sorry.
Already you said.
Okay.
Twilio. Twilio INC class A.
Okay. And Shopify, I guess.
Okay. Next one. So, Allianz Wachstum Europa, one of the biggest one. Guys, this is a strength. These are one of the best funds in the Germany. And you should remember all these things. So, Allianz Wachstum Europa. So, what is the AUM of this particular fund? Allianz Wachstum Europa. If you know it, please raise the hand. Allianz Wachstum Europa.
We haven't discussed this fund, right?
No, it was discussed in last session.
Last session.
It was discussed in the Allianz Wachstum Europa.
Two funds,
so,
I think.
Okay. I think Vinod has told the English word, but I have explained in the German word. So it was the Allianz Growth Fund.
I think I didn't go into the depth of Allianz Growth Fund. That was the last fund. I just mentioned about the returns and overall this fund. The remaining four I covered in detail, and this was just the overall returns. Yeah.
So okay. Then I'll explain. So whenever you wanted to check any funds, so these are the top 5 funds. So I mentioned the Allianz Wachstum Europa. You have to always use the Financial Net. Click on it. So this one, Wachstum is it's a German word. In English, it's a word growth. So Allianz Growth Europa funds. This fund, 1.56 billion euro. It's MRD. MRD means milliarden. Okay, so the total fund value, remember this in international language, AUM, financial language, asset under management, and in German it is called funds volume. So AUM of this fund, 1.56 billion euros. When you lower down, main figures you have to remember. You cannot remember all the things. This fund was started, incorporated on 13th Jan 1997. Quite old fund, older than artificial intelligence, right? And then, who is the fund manager? Is the entire team: Horston, Andreas, Christian, and Guarni. So they are the fund managers, entire team who manages this fund, where they have invested. They have invested across the Europe: Denmark, France, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands, Ireland, United Kingdom, Italy, and so on. Because since 1997 in all these countries, and across the sector, it has been diversified: semiconductor, industrial products, software, biotechnology, medical devices, consumer packaged, retail, cyclical, transportation, chemicals, asset under management, business services, and medical diagnostic. When I say top holdings, so always you have to remember five top holdings: ASML Holdings, Novo Nordisk, DSV, LVMH, Infineon, and Sika. When we talk about the returns, so last 5 years CAGR return 64.57%. Last 3 years 21%. Last 1 year 15.49%. Last 6 months 16.90%. Last 10 years 118%. All in euros. One of the fantastic funds, and you have to remember all these things. So again, if you don't know the name, please note it down: Allianz, Wachstum, Europa. Now, next one, you have to give the answer. That's a very, very important fund. And you should remember it. DWS India Fund. DWS India. What is the incorporation date of the DWS India Fund? Aishwarya Moni.
Yeah, 37/1996.
Excellent. 30th July 1997. This fund predominantly invest in all the blue chip stocks of the India. Just India. Nothing else. Okay? Anybody can invest who has a residence permit in Germany altogether. So, second question, what is the AUM of this fund? AUM of DWS India Fund. I can see only few hands, which is not good. AUM of this fund, DWS India Fund. Vinod.
It's 205.74 million.
205.74 million. Excellent. Next, what is the top 5 holdings of this particular fund? Top 5 holdings. So first you have to raise the hand. Then you have to. Top 5 holdings. Yeah, Gaurav.
It is Reliance, HDFC, Infosys, ICICI Bank, and HCL, L&T.
HCL Technologies.
Mhm.
Excellent, excellent, perfect. Who is the fund manager of Allianz DWS India Fund? Who is the fund manager of DWS India Fund? You have to raise the hand first, yeah? So I can see only 3 or 4 names which is coming up. Guys, who is the fund manager or DWS India Fund? Yeah, Aishwarya.
Yeah, Linus Kwan.
Linus Kwan. Exactly. Excellent. So next question or DWS India Fund. What is the last 1 year return? 1 year yearly return of this particular fund? Last 1 year return. Guys, remaining, if you'll not raise the hand, I'll just start picking up the people. Please, you have to raise the hand. Everyone, come up. What is the last 1 year returns of the DWS India Fund? Anil Dhar.
21%.
21%. What is the last 5 years of CAGR of DWS India Fund? CAGR last 5 years. Gaurav. Gaurav. Okay, Srinivasa.
Sir, I raised my hand for the last question.
So you have to raise down your hand. Otherwise you'll get a strike. Binod.
73.54%.
73%. Excellent. DWS India Fund. So guys, all the people, those who are from the Indian background, usually they send money to India, they lose on the conversion. When the currency get depreciated, then again you lose it. So you wanted to get the growth of the Indian market without sending money to India, invest in the DWS India Fund. Okay? Deutsche Bank on your behalf, they invest there. They manage all the risk. And you will get all the returns in the euros. So you don't lose on the conversion and depreciation when you repatriate that money. Repatriation. Then again you don't lose. So it's a win-win situation. So the people, those who hedge all these risks, currency conversion and everything, that's the best fund. Don't lose on that part. Invest in India, but in the euros, and get the returns in the euros. So euro return 10, 12, 15, 16%. Plus, when you send money to India, then conversion rate 90. You'll get the more money. That's a wise decision. Okay. One more fund I would like to, just ask. This is again my favorite and one of the biggest fund. Allianz Interglobal Fund. Allianz Interglobal, of course. So what is the AUM of Allianz Interglobal? AUM of Allianz Interglobal. Rajesh Kannan, you have to tell. What is the AUM of the Allianz Interglobal? Now you guys are not answering, then I'll start picking up. Everyone can Google it and check it out. I want you to do the activity. You don't know how to cheat, and I have to teach you how to do the cheating.
Yeah, it's people can take like open book also and they can answer.
Exactly. So please answer.
Yeah, 204 billion euros.
2.04.
Yeah. 2.04.
So,
yeah.
So approximate 2 billion euros AUM, asset under management. 2 billion euros approximate. Okay, next question. Now I'll start picking up. If you'll not raise the hand, it's not good. So what is the incorporation date of this fund? Incorporation date of this fund. Karol, you have to answer. Caroline. Caroline, we can't hear you. Nandagopal. What is the certificate of incorporation?
Actually, I don't know.
Okay, so you can search it on the Google.
Okay.
Search it on the Google. Anil Dhar. What is the incorporation date for this particular fund?
15 Feb 1971.
15 Feb 1971. Exactly. Who is the fund manager of Allianz Interglobal? Who is the fund manager of Allianz Interglobal? Heta. Who is the fund manager of Allianz Interglobal?
I didn't remember.
So you can search on the Google right now when I'm just asking to you.
Yeah, I'm doing.
How much time it's gonna take? Vinod.
It's Tobias Cole.
Tobias Coles and
present is Tobias Cole. Yeah, earlier was Christian Snyder.
Christian Snyder. Okay. So what is the top last 5-year CAGR return of this particular fund? Interglobal, last 5-year CAGR return. Gaurav.
76.15%.
Anybody else? Anil Dhar.
No idea.
85.9.
9. It was not 76, it's 67. You have, just changed the number. It's a 67% altogether. So guys, this is the, very, very important fund altogether, which you have to remember all these figures. If you will not remember, then it will be really, really, very, very difficult. Now, I have also given the assignment, the two quantum model strategy. So before two quantum model strategy, I'll jump directly. So watch this two quantum model strategy is really, really very important. So before than that, I would Anil, you have to open this fund, Allianz Interglobal, and explain this fund. You have to share your screen and explain the fund Allianz Interglobal. You can share your screen, you can read, that's not a problem. Just share your screen, open the page, Allianz Interglobal, and explain the fund.
Just a second.
Anil, are you sharing your screen?
Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible. So a couple of points, what I was asking in the quiz, just you have to explain those points. First one, you have to just open the first one, Interglobal, yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Click on that.
Okay, so
yeah, I always said whenever you wanted to open, you have to open the, that's finance and net, then it becomes very, very easy for you. Very, very in easy language they have explained. It will be helpful for you initially to explain to the client all the data. Not this particular page.
Can you tell me the site name?
Okay, now, I would request Vinod. Vinod, you have to explain. So Anil, you can stop sharing. Now over to Vinod. Vinod, you have to share the screen and explain the Interglobal Fund.
Allianz, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go share my screen. Okay. Is it visible?
Yeah, visible.
Okay then. Okay, so
I can't see. Yeah, Allianz Global. Okay. No.
Okay, so for Allianz Interglobal, it was first incorporated in the year 1975, February 15.
I would personally request please use Finance and Net platform.
Okay, Finance and Net.
Yeah, because if we'll stick with you can use anything, but during the training, if we'll stick with the one tool, then it will be helpful for everybody to learn.
This one, right? Finance.net. This one, right?
Finance and .net. Yeah. Go back on the click on the search option. Go back.
Okay, Finance.
No, you have to mention Allianz Interglobal.
Allianz.
In the search, Allianz Interglobal, not artificial intelligence.
Okay, Allianz Interglobal.
Yeah, Inter.
Yeah. I did write it.
Yeah, that page should come. Interglobal, enter it.
Okay.
Click enter.
This one, right?
Okay. So now first you have to scroll down. You have to Finance and Net. This up page you have to open.
Okay.
Allianz Interglobal Finance and Net. That page. Yeah. So now you have to go and then explain this part.
Okay, so as I said, first the first date of incorporation was February 15, 1971. This fund is now managed by the fund manager Tobias Cole.
No, where the data is written. So you have to go on that particular page where you have to read the data. But first on this page you have to tell the AUM. What is the AUM?
Okay, so the total assets under management for this fund is 2.04 billion euro. And
scroll down.
Okay. So what more information from this page?
Is there nothing? Scroll down.
Okay.
First you have to learn the basics, then you can go on the typical one. Scroll down.
Okay.
Now here you have to tell then when the fund has got incorporated and who is the fund manager.
Okay, in here. But I don't see the detail of that.
Yeah, it was there. Go up a little bit.
A little bit. Okay, in here.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. So the fund was first incorporated in the February 15, 1971. And presently it is being managed by the fund manager Tobias Cole, which was preceded by the Christian Snyder. Christian Snyder, and it's a fiscal
Scroll
year
down.
is okay.
Scroll down.
Okay.
Or scroll down. Scroll down.
Sure.
Scroll down. First you have to scroll down. Yeah. So where it has got invested in all countries, go up.
Go up. Yeah, by composition by country.
Yeah.
So most part of the fund is now being invested in the US market, which consists of 66.89%. And the second highest investment goes for the Sweden, and the third one goes for the Switzerland, and so on. So mostly the US United get the measure of its investment, and other investment market is from the UK and Japan.
And which
also.
sector? Which sector? Go on the sector. Go up a little bit. Yeah. So which sector it has been? Can you read all the sector?
Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, 22.42% for the software, 8.39% for the retail cyclical.
No need to read the percentage, just read the sectors.
Okay, software, retail cyclical, biotechnology, business services, capital markets, semiconductors, industrial products, medical, diagnostic, and RESI. I don't know what's that RESI means, but
that's
yeah,
fine.
RESI. Okay, credit services, hardware, asset management, consumer packaged goods.
And what is the top 5 holdings?
Top 5 holding, software, retail, biotechnology.
No,
business.
top 5 holdings, I said. So okay. If you scroll down, left side it is mentioned.
Yeah,
top 5 holdings, companies.
Okay. The top 5 holding. Okay, Fleetco Technology, Thermo Fisher Scientific Inc., Amazon.com, S&P Global Inc., and Novo Nordisk ANS Class B. These are the 5 top holdings.
Go up.
Sure.
So what is the last 5 years CAGR return?
And the cumulative average growth return for this fund is 67.94%.
So CAGR, full form compound average growth returns. This is a full form. Compound average growth return. Okay. in the financial language, CAGR. So last 5 years, 67.94%, last 3 years, 28.12%, last 1 year, 20.56%, and 6 months, 10.12%, like this. Clear?
Yeah.
So everyone has to explain the funds like this to your clients. This is the most easiest way. I think so a lot of funds which was explained. So most of the Allianz fund which you'll check on the specifically finance and net page, or DWS fund directly you can check on the DWS page altogether. Start reading. I'll tell you, most of the people, they come in the training, like you go to temple or mosque or maybe church, some priest will say something, you listen from one ear, and when you go out from the temple, mosque, or church, and then you forget everything. Likewise in the training as well. You listen, when you go back, then party, forget what happened. And again, next session. But in between, everything has got. So at least reflect half an hour what you studied. Then you'll gain more. What Irshad has talked about it, or particular trainer has talked about it. Then you will learn more. Now, I would request Rajesh. Rajesh, you have to explain two account model strategy. Two account model strategy. So share the screen, and then in the financial analysis, that particular page of two account model. Guys, listen this thing carefully. This is the highest selling product. Not product, it's a strategy. What we use in the financial planning. So if you don't know two account model strategy, learn today. And same strategy you have to explain to your client.
Sure, I didn't touch this earlier. Okay.
No, it was touched earlier, so that's why I have given the assignment. Okay. If you see my chat box, assignment was already there.
But okay.
So people should not forget when the homework was given. Otherwise, people will say, "Oh, Irshad always gives the homework, but he doesn't ask."
Okay. So I will share.
You have to share your screen.
Yeah. So can you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open any sample profile and go to two account model strategy.
Yeah, I will take one sample profile. So I was doing this with my VMs. So yeah. Vijay Kumar, I did Vijay Kumar. So I will just take his profile just for the purpose. Okay.
Go continue. Click on the continue. Continue. Click on the continue. Fast. Continue. Scroll down. Continue. Now, from
here. Yeah. Okay. Before telling that, just for I did that on for example only. So I want to show that how. So usually when we do the as a financial advisor, we do the client's financial status. How about the earning and the behavior, spending behavior. So for here I capture the people, the one of my client. So his information. So how he is spending behavior. So I just captured what are the insurances, the warning, how much he is spending, for livelihood, how much he is spending, for saving, how much he is doing savings. Those things I captured. From here, what I understand is, so he is having.
Rajesh, 1 minute. Thank you so much for this thing, but you have to directly jump on the topic, to the point. Two contour model strategy. What is the concept? What concept says?
Okay. Yeah.
Directly go on the continue.
Actually, I want to tell that one because
no. Just directly jump on the two contour model study. What is the concept? Yeah.
Okay. So two quantum model is nothing but of people. The financial success formula. German people, what they are like having the thumb rule they are having is like they should maintain two bank account parallelly. So one is for all of the fixed things. So like they are getting salary, they will get that one. Apart from that, spending, mostly people rent will be fixed, and EB, the electricity, those things are fixed. Internet connection, those things are fixed. So whatever here you are seeing, right? Rent, internet, water bill, electricity, heating, casting, cable TV, those everything is like fixed one. So for this, we have to have one bank account. The another bank account, we have to transfer the whatever the variable things like groceries. So from new website, you are like registering. Then for mobile phones, fuel, it's like variable. So online shopping, these are like everything is like variable financial activities. For that, you have to have a separate bank account. So people, they can transfer some certain amount to that second bank account and start spending that one. Whatever you like to spend, just target that one and spend that amount to that bank account. Just spend that, use that bank account for all the spendings. So in that way, it will help. As I said, the German thumb rule. So it help people to spend their what I can have. The spending behavior, they can improve their spending behavior, so they can maintain their financial activities very better way.
Thank you, Rajesh. So now I would like to add here. So guys, this two contour model strategies, as Rajesh has explained perfectly, exactly what's happened. But two more things. It's nothing but it's managing the cash flows. If you wanted to run any company, a good company, they always work on their balance sheet and manage the cash flows. Are the guy who manage more efficiently that cash flows, company grows big time. If you cannot manage your cash flows, your company will shut down. Running house is also like running a company. You have to manage the cash flows. If you wanted to become a more efficient, if you are managing your household cash flows, you can create wealth while controlling unnecessary expenses. So there is a studies in Oxford University. They said if you wanted to become a efficient company manager, then you have to manage your household stuff through two accounts. So that means every household should have two bank accounts. In first bank account, they should receive the salary, like in the graph. So they have put at one picture. That's one house, and that house they are receiving the monthly salary, which is called net household income. So suppose net household income goes in the one account, and from that account you are paying all the bills. Usually this is a human behavior. Human behavior. No, go back. Click on next. Wait. When I say then only click. So when you receive the salary, then you pay the rent, you pay the streaming, Netflix, Amazon, you pay for internet telephone charges, you pay for the groceries, you pay for water tax, you pay for the electricity, you pay for dating, you pay for heating, you pay for mobile, you pay for casting, you pay for fuel, cable TV, online shopping, and mortgage. Again, click arrow. And then again, you pay insurance, disability, liability insurance, vehicle insurance. These are the costs. Again, click on the arrow. Then you are paying savings. So first, some rent, mortgage, all these things are going, then insurances are going, then you are paying the savings, your investments, your register tax saving options, your savings option, your pension insurance, your mutual funds, your SIP, your gold, everything is going. So now these are the usual human behavior or expense pattern. Salary come, they spend everything, suck, 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 every month, fixed cost. Standing instruction is there. It will debit your account. Tuck, tuck, tuck. By end of the month, you are left with 50 euros. All the money has got finished. What happened? Hey, man, I've received a lot of salary, but I'm not able to save. All the money has gone. Where it has gone, I don't know. End of the month. Then they have researched this human behavior. Based on that, they have showed one formula. Two contour model strategy. Everyone should have two bank accounts. Now, what strategy they have shown, everyone should remember it. First, you have to follow for yourself, and then you have to advise to your clients. Go to continue. Click on continue. They said everyone should have two bank accounts. In first bank account, they should receive the salary, total household income, and they have to pay fixed cost, which is not a variable, which is just fixed altogether. So like your rent, does it changes every month? Answer is no. It's a fixed every month. If it is a 500 euros, then 500 euros. If it is 1,000 euros, then 1,000 euros. It doesn't change every month. EMI, housing loan or personal loan, does it change every month? No, it is fixed. Every month, bank will debit your account in case you have taken any loan, fixed amount. It doesn't change. So this red part is nothing but is your rent and EMI, which is fixed. It should go from your main account. Number second, your yellow part, that Schutz angel, that means insurance. Insurance premium is also fixed. If you have a liability insurance, Privathaftpflicht, if you have a car insurance, if you have a Unfall insurance, if you have Rechtsschutz lawyer insurance, does it fluctuating every month? Answer is no. This insurance premiums are fixed and it goes every month from your account or yearly altogether. So it should go from the main account. Your rent should go from the main account. And what other things are fixed? Your investments, your SIP, your mutual funds, your gold, silver, any other investments, maybe register, maybe tax saving options. That is also fixed. It's not fluctuating. But what is fluctuating? One thing, you know, and that is called nothing but expenses. Sometimes you go to the market and you say, oh, nice shoes, nice sari, nice gown. Let me buy this month, and next month again I'll just save it. And you check your bank account and you say, oh wow, I have already in my credit card 1,000 euros limit or 3,000 euros limit. Let me spend this time. I got a Reebok shoes, a good watch altogether. You buy it. Sometimes it costs 20 euros, sometimes it costs 150 euros. But while spending, you give a damn about it and you bought it. That's fine, that's nothing harm altogether. But it will break your pattern, systematic way. So sometimes expenses is going up, sometimes expenses is going down. You don't have a clear picture of the cash flows. Then you will be in the problem in the future when you don't know how the cash flows are moving. So study says you need to have another bank account, and that account you will use for expenses purpose. So for example, this guy is receiving salary 5,500 euros, maybe 500 euros. Can you put it in the block where it is mentioned standing order 500 euros? Write it down, 500 euros. No, standing order block, you have to write it down in between, in the mitte. Okay, 500 euros. So you receive salary on 31st of 1st, on next day, you will do the standing instruction from asset accumulation to consumption account, second account. That's immediately I'll transfer 500 euros when I receive my salary to my expense account. And that account is an expense account. You'll have a one debit card or credit card, maybe linked to that bank account. Credit card you give to your wife, or debit card you give it to your wife, and tell your wife or your husband, look, this account is for expense purpose. So I gonna use this account for various expenses. For example, Aldi, Railway, Penny Bill. We go to a restaurant. We go for the shopping. So suppose end of the month, 450 euros has been spent, just 50 euros are left. Then you know, oh, in my account only 50 euros are left. You wanted to buy 200 euros, but you say, no, only 50 euros are left. I cannot buy more than that. So what happened? You squeeze your expenses. You control your behavior. You squeeze your expenses. And when you squeeze your expenses, then you have a clear-cut idea. That's end of the month in account A, after all my expenses, after all the EMIs, all the rent, after all the investment, all the insurances, all the expenses, because I have made my expense account is another account. Then I'm left with 200 euros every month. I'm left with 1,000 euros every month. I'm left with 2,000 euros every month. After 2 or 3 months, you have a clear-cut idea. Every month, I am able to save 2,000 euros after receiving the salary of 5,500 euros. And you know what you're gonna do? You'll approach to the bank and buy one property for the investments. And you can afford the EMI 2,000 euros every month. You say, hey, I have already, that's cash flows. I'm able to save 2,000 euros every month. Why not to buy the property and pay the EMI? Right? So that way, you will start creating the wealth when you control on your cash flows. When you don't have any control on your cash flows, like EMI, rent, insurances, savings, you don't have any idea. Sometimes I'm able to save 500, sometimes I'm able to save 1,500. You don't have any idea. You'll be in the problem. But in this way, when we are following the two account model strategy, not only for the client, for your own self, then you have a control on your expenses and you buy now one property, two property, three property, four property, put it all the properties on the rent, and then rent is coming, then you start doing the churning and wealth creation. So it's all about the cash flows management. This thing you have to learn, and same time you have to teach your client as well. But if you are not following this strategy, you will not be able to teach your clients as well. Because you have to use it. So, any questions on the two contour model? Anybody? I'm sure a lot of people, they have done a lot of time financial analysis, but many people, 99.99% people, they are not using this strategy for themselves, neither they are explaining their clients. That's very, very important. And you know what I do? I'll tell you my trick. I tell them that strategy. I open the SIP along with the funds. I make their first account maybe as an expense account, and the account what I give it to them, I use that account as a savings purpose and rest of the other things, other way around. You need to have the two accounts, and then they don't have any commitment in the second account. They have to minimum maintain something 500. Automatically the funds are coming and it's going. So you have to design some strategy, and that strategy you have to give it to the client and review what's happening. You can change the SEPA. You can, so maybe initial first month you have to do the work along with your client little bit. But when the cash flows has been started, he'll trust you more, and everything will go very, very smoothly as well. Any questions on two contour model strategy. If you have not cleared and any question is there, maybe you can ask. Yeah, Dr. Gunjan.
Yeah. So I have a question. Say, for example, I am explaining this model to my customers. So, which account I should link with the fund or whatever whatever the product I'm selling to my customer, and should the account that is linked to the fund investment and the return should be same or should be different?
So, if you see this picture, everything is clear. I would say this is the Bible. This picture which you can see on your screen, it will explain you everything. So first account, you receive the salary and pay all the fixed cost. Another account, you keep it for the expense purpose. Maybe 500 euros, 800 euros, 1000 euros. He will tell you how much usually he spent. Maybe lunch, breakfast, dinner outside, take his wife or girlfriend outside, maybe some movies, some bar all together, or monthly groceries all together. So you have to check it out. What is the pattern on an average monthly expense? So same amount would be transferred through standing instruction on the second day when the moment he received the salary to another account, and he will use that account for the expense purpose. And first account he will make this account. But a lot of people, they wanted to separate it investment account. So maybe you can make another account as an investment account. So whenever he receive the salary, he will transfer and park all his savings in the investment account, and then he can pay all his SIPs and investment, not expenses. Consumption should be different. Investment or salary account could be same, or investment or salary account could be different. It depends on the financial advisor strategy, what he discussed with the client, or client should be comfortable with that one. So maybe you can open the third account as well, which account will work only for the investment account for bifurcation, right? All the suppose 500 euros monthly investment is going, or 1000 euros monthly investment is going. So from third account, all the investments are going, nothing else. Clear or not?
It is clear, but the thing is, what if my client is not ready to open this many accounts? Say no, I'm not comfortable.
So you have to sell the strategy. Look, he will not, if he'll understand the strategy, he will do it. You can only advise, you cannot force, right? Like doctor will say, beta, you have a sugar, you have to take this medicine next 9 months. Change your eating habits, and then you have to do exercise and take a medicine. A lot of people, they do the medicines only for 15 days, or they don't do it more than that. So if they are not following their study, it's a harm for themselves. You can't control that thing. They wanted to follow, or they don't want to follow. You cannot force. Only you can give the advice altogether.
Okay. And one more question. Can I do like this, that I ask them, okay, make a separate account for your investment, and whenever you will earn a return, that return will also flash in your that account? Because
so investment account, automatically it will reflect everything. That's the investment account. When he's doing the SIP, suppose he has invested around 100 euros, it has generated 18% returns, so it has become 118 euros. Okay, so 118 euros he can see in his mobile banking. So all the returns will reflect there only. It will not go anywhere, because investments are outgoing and inflow will happen through that account. It will not go the account where he is receiving the salary. So it's a completely separated, and he can bifurcate and check it out his cash flows. Anything else?
No, thank you.
So now half an hour is left. I think we have covered lot many things today. You guys have learned lot of funds, lot of two contour model strategies, So in another half an hour, I think in last session, Vinod has explained something back to back. And who will tell what he has explained? That's very, very important investment he has explained. Or methodology he has explained. Okay, what he has explained in last 2 sessions? Please raise the hand. So I think Vinod has not explained anything. He was just telling the stories, right? What he has explained in last 2 sessions? Which product he was talking about it? Vinod, which product he was talking about it?
ETF, excess traded fund. One is
Mutual
ETF. Yeah, mutual fund. Mutual fund.
What is the, in Germany, no one knows mutual funds. First thing you have to remember. They don't know the word of the mutual funds. If you go to the bank tomorrow in the morning, Sparkasse, Volksbank, and then you wanted to ask, hey, I wanted to invest in the mutual fund. And then people will, what? Sorry, I don't know. But the moment you will say investor funds, so you have to use a terminology. Investor funds or depot funds. They know this word, investor funds and depot funds. Don't use the word with the German people. Mutual funds. Okay, they don't know this word. So Vinod was discussed in last 2 sessions, mutual funds or depot funds or investor funds. There are 2 ways to invest in mutual funds. What are those ways? Who will tell? You have to raise the hand. Yeah, Gunjan.
Yeah, so you can invest in SIPs, so equal installments every month, or you can pay lump sum.
Okay, excellent. So that's 2 ways. One is a SIP, and one way is a lump sum amount. My question to Gunjan, what have you done the PhD or you did the medicine?
I have done PhD.
Which subject?
Investment.
Investments. Then you're on the right profession. You're on the right, whatever you want.
Who is it, boss, Gunjan?
Okay, what was your research project or maybe topic?
It was a comparative study of different investment alternatives of financial market.
Okay, from which university?
I did it from Udaipur, Rajasthan, India.
Very nice. And since how long are you staying in Germany?
I came here last year, September.
And prior to that, what was your last profession?
I'm anyways in this teaching field. I'm a university lecturer.
I know most of the people when they do the PhD or net or all these things, GRF, CRF, and then they just go for that's teaching one. That's awesome. That's excellent because my first job was a teacher. I was a chemistry lecturer.
Oh,
okay.
But so, I'm always passionate about the stock market.
Very nice. Do you invest yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Which last stock you have invested?
Last I invested in India. I haven't started investment in. No, it was not a stock. It was this gold bonds.
But do you invest in the stocks as well directly?
Yeah. So Tata Motors, Infosys, then TCS, few selected stocks.
Excellent. So you are on the right profession here in Germany, and just you have to correlate and then execute here. Then you'll get a lot.
Who is Gunjan's coach? How did they find
Jessica? Right. Jessica is a sharpshooter.
Actually, okay. I found her.
Okay, you found her. Destiny. Okay, so excellent. This thing. Now, who will tell what is the strategy is used in the SIP? Guys, you have to learn all these things. Which strategy is used in the SIP? You can raise your hand. Vijay Kumar has
To
raised a hand.
compete the inflation.
No, that's a mechanism. You have to talk about it. SIP is based on which mechanism? Vijay Kumar.
That's from the final questions actually.
Okay. Vinod.
I think it's a EMI, right? Equated monthly installment.
Nine. EMI word used in the loans, mortgage.
Yeah,
when you check the amortization schedule, then the EMI and all these things will equated monthly installment. But in the SIP, which mechanism, which strategy usually has been used in that particular investment?
Comforting of
Nine. Asgar, yeah.
It's usually a cost averaging method.
Excellent answer. Euro cost averaging.
Averaging methods, yeah.
This is the powerful tool. You cannot time the market. When you start in the systematic way, disciplined way. So this SIPs or MIPs are based on Euro cost averaging effect. So you no need to have a worry about where the market will lead in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. No one knows. Tomorrow third world war will happen. Or tomorrow, Russia will bomb on Europe, nuclear bomb. No one knows. Or what gonna happen across the globe, different. That's Iran, Israel have fighting, US is mediating, we are leading towards third world war. No one knows. Future is uncertain. So when you don't know and you are not professional, you have not studied all these things, you don't know pros and cons. So better to use the cost averaging concept. So what happened? When the market will fall, you will get the more units at cheaper price, NAV. It goes more down. So like, for example, Microsoft, today it costs 400 euros, one stock. If the market will fall, it will go to 200 euros, 150 euros. But you'll get the more units on that time. You no need to worry. And when it will go up, then what's going to happen? You'll get the pricing benefit. So cost average effect will work. And the moment you finish 5 years, remember, by my words, the moment you start a SIP and you finish 5 years, after 5 years, if the market is down, still your fund would be up. Your fund returns. If you stick with the cycle.
No.
You have to build. So if you stick with the cycle, even though your market is, global market is down, but your fund returns gonna be up. If you stick with the cycle. If you not stick with the cycle, then call is yours. No lock-in, nothing. It's open-ended funds. And so these are the really, really professionally managed funds. Whether it's artificial intelligence, Wachstum Europa, DWS India Fund, Interglobal Fund, right? People will say, why not ETF? You are free to choose anything. Never ever indulge in the argument. Sir, you go to Penny, you can buy any product. Everybody is selling their strategy, right? But ETFs, I'll tell you basic difference. ETFs and mutual funds. ETFs are passive funds. They follow the index pattern. Professionally managed funds, mutual funds like Tobias, Rommel, James Chen, Christians, they use different indicators and they have a market information like alpha, beta. Alpha shows the appreciation, against following index. Beta shows the stability of the funds. So these funds, they lend in the market. So when they lend in the market, all these mutual funds, then what happens? If Microsoft will make any changes in their balance sheet, they have to inform Tobias Romer, DWS Growth Fund, because they have lent the money. They have all the rights. So whenever you make any changes, I have given you 200 million euros. Please inform me what happened. So when Microsoft will inform, hey, I'm going to book the losses in my balance sheet because my client was Tesla and Tesla has done some fraud or something. So if the Tesla has done the fraud, it will be impacted the Microsoft because Microsoft will not get the money. And then Microsoft will go down. But they have to inform the lenders. Lenders will come to know before the damage has been done. So what happened? They immediately sell or reduce their quantity and increase the asset allocation in the Apple, which in the passive funds like ETFs you can't do. They just follow the index. But professionally managed funds, they charge a fees. Makes sense. But they give you the returns as well. You can buy the MI phone in the market. You can buy Apple as well. Still people buy the Apple. They are ready to pay 1.5 lakhs rupees or 1800 euros because of services. If you give the best of the services, people still buy the Porsche, Mercedes, or BMW, Lamborghini, all these best of the cars. They, all these people, those who really love services, they don't want to go with all these normal products. They are ready to pay the fees, right? So never ever indulge in the argument that why ETF, why mutual fund. Some professionally managed funds. If you have a knowledge, you can use by yourself. If you don't have a knowledge, use the professional services. Why you go to doctor? Take a medicine, search the medicine on the Google and buy the medicine. Why you don't need to go to doctor? You search, I have a headache, I have a problem in my stomach, I have a leg problem, or past 6 months. You search on the Google, you take a medicine, still you don't get the relief. Then you go to doctor. And the doctor he'll say, oh, that's Mizum is very, very handsome guy, he'll not be sick. Let me write a paracetamol. No. What he'll does, he'll use his studies. He'll ask you TLC, DLC, blood test report, X-ray, ultrasound, and he will prescribe you the medicine based on the report, not based on your face. Your report says, oh, you have a less hemoglobin, you have a less iron, so you need this, you need that. So likewise, doctors. So sir, would you be interested to take up professional services? If you're interested to professional service, then go for this fund. Why you are bothered about the cost? Of course, he'll take a cost because when the large funds are there, they have auditors, KPMG, ENY, PwC. They have to audit the fund. But he'll give you better returns and you are in the safer hand. You don't want to go to a normal general physician. You wanted to have a best of the gynecologist, best of the neurologist, best of the heart specialist. Even though money is paying, still you wanted to have the best of the services. Why not for the investments? This is the argument. But never force. Just advise. You can advise everybody. They can choose in the democratic world. Right? So, SIP, when the people, they don't have any idea, they don't know anything, you can advise about the funds and then say, please enter in the systematic investment plan. That's a wage, zero cost averaging. Close your eyes, market will go down, no need to worry. After 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, whenever you'll withdraw, even though market is down or crash will happen, or corona will happen, pandemic will happen, your fund will be up. Always remember, that's a euro cost averaging. That's the best way what you can talk to your clients. Asghar has raised the hand. Asghar, you wanted to ask something?
No, I forgot to just put it down.
Not a problem. Yeah,
Dr. For the previous one.
Yeah, I have a question. You explained about an investment option where you said that you can invest in euros and some Indian currency. It was like that. Sorry, I couldn't hear that because of my internet issues. So can you please explain that again?
So there is a fund called DWS India Fund. Guys, everyone who has missed, all the Indians or the foreign nationals, everyone, listen my argument carefully. Listen the strategy carefully. and it will help you to make money and create wealth. This fund from the Deutsche Bank Investment Banking Division, DWS India Fund, it's invest in the Indian market. Okay, so there are two ways. All the people, those who are Indians and staying in Germany, foreign countries, so every month they are sending money to India as an NRI, and they would like to invest in the Indian market, and they say India is growing, emerging market. Now it will become the 5 trillion economy, everything. Right? Big time. Huge investments, everything is happening. But when you are transferring the money, you bear the risk. You need to understand these conditions and options. So when you transfer through TransferWise or ICICI Bank wire transfer or money to India options, so a lot of ways are available. So whenever you're transferring the money, you lose on the conversion because global market works on the buy low, sell high, right? So 80 rupees is going on. They'll give you, especially in the bank, when you transfer the money, 78 rupees. If you bring back, they'll sell you at 82. You'll not get the 80. Buy low, sell high. This is a game. Now, when you are sending money through TransferWise or XZ or anything, they always, charge some fees. And then again, the difference of conversion would be there. So today you transfer, you have invested euros in the Indian market. Listen carefully this thing. Around 2.5 years ago, 1 euro was approximate 80 rupees. You have transferred the money, you have invested at 78. Today, conversion is 90. So suppose you wanted to bring back that money. Maybe your kids are studying here. Maybe you wanted to buy the property. So when you wanted to bring money from India to here, that is called repatriation. Note it down, this word. This is a financial word. Repatriation. Repatriation will happen when you bring the money from India to here. Then again, you lose on conversion. So first, you send the money at 80 rupees. You got 78 rate. You lose on the conversion. Gone. You bring back, and after, repatriation, for every euro conversion, now you no need to pay 82. You have to pay 92. Today is a 90 rate, right? When you bring back again, buy low, sell high. Again, you are losing on the conversion. Fees, conversion, and everything. Both the way loss. Big time. You wanted to invest in India. Don't want to lose the conversion. Don't want to pay the fees. Then you invest. If the investment is the objective, DWS India, you are investing in the euros through mutual fund, Deutsche Bank mutual fund altogether. And this Deutsche Bank, they invest in India. ICICI Bank, Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank Limited, Infosys, SCL Technologies. When we talk about the returns, last 5-year returns, 11.42%. Compound return, 71%. Last 10 years, 12% compound return, 210%. Since beginning, 11.71%. Compound return, 2,075%. Massive. What happened? You'll get all the returns on the euros, and you'll get the, currency. You'll not lose on the currency conversion. You will always gain on the euros, and you'll get the currency appreciation. So, first of all, last 5-year returns around 11.5%, and now conversion is around 90 rupees. So you'll get the currency return plus conversion benefit if you wanted to send the money India. Win-win situation altogether. For your information, for everybody, listen to me carefully. Next 25 years forecasting, 1 euro will become 235 rupees, Indian rupees. And next 1 year, by my words, next 1 year, it will cross or touch between 98 to 100 rupees. 98 to 100, 1 euro altogether. So, it's not wise to send the money and then, depreciate or bring back through repatriation. So invest in the euros, gain in the euros. And two ways you can invest. As I said, lump sum and SIP. But one thing you have to keep it remember, when you are investing, you have seen already these returns like 7%, 12%, 7%. So these are open-ended fund. It's bear the high risk as well, right? So in the short run, in 1 to 2 years, it may go down 5 to 10%, it may go up. But when you keep it at least for 4 to 5 years, it always goes up altogether. So these are ended. Anytime you can withdraw, but always related to market. Short term, it always bear the risk. It may go down in 1 to 2 years, 5 to 10%. It may go up. Nothing is guaranteed. But when you keep it for 4 to 5 years, then always up. Dr. Gunjan.
So again, I have a question here. Like, if I will earn return in euros, obviously I will get that amount in my bank account in euro. Then what about the tax?
So when you are getting the mutual fund, so tax always applicable on the execution when you sell it, not hold it. So suppose you sell tomorrow, so there is a capital gain tax 26.374%. You have to pay capital gain taxes. 26.374%. However, every year for the single person 1,000 euros capital gains taxes are free, and for married people 2,000 euros.
Okay.
So if your gains are under this limit, you don't need to pay the taxes. As simple as that. So a lot of smart people, what they do, they withdraw the fund in the month of December. They take a capital gain benefit, and again in the month of Jan, again they'll sell it and then take a benefit. So 2,000, 2,000, then 4,000 without paying any capital gain taxes. Calendar year has got changed, and then they make the benefits.
Okay, so it is not necessary to sell whole part in a one shot.
You can sell one unit. You can sell one portion. Everything is open-ended. You can, as and when you suppose you start the SIP 100 euros per month, but you got the bonus of 2,500 euros from the company, you can again park lump sum as well in that one.
So at the time of selling, it is not.
So you can sell partially, fully. It's completely open-ended. Whenever you want, you can invest. Whenever you wanted to sell, you can sell it. Partially, fully, in parts, everything is okay.
As soon as my return is under 1,000 euros and I don't have to pay the taxes, so I can do that. I can sell in the parts and not in one.
You are a single or you are married?
No, I'm single.
So you have a 1,000 euros capital gain.
Yeah.
Then you can get the benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinod, you wanted to ask something.
What is the repatriation ratio, like amount tax that we have to pay to the Indian government when we send the money from India to Germany?
So, whenever you wanted to repatriate the money, now we are moving on the different topic altogether. So, there are two kind of accounts all the NRIs should have. One is a NRE, another one is a NRO, third one is a FCNR. NRE is nothing but non-resident external account. NRO is nothing but non-resident ordinary account. FCNR is nothing but foreign currency non-resident deposit account. So NRE account, it's an unlimited amount you can bring. There is no problem. Okay, and there is no tax or anything because NRE account is completely tax-free and fully repatriated. NRO account, you have to pay the tax. So when you want to bring the money, you have to submit the form 15CA, 15CB, signed by the chartered accountant to the bank, outward remittance form, and then you can bring that money to Germany. Okay, but every year 1 million USD. I need to check. I'm just forgetting. Maybe 1 lakh USD or 1 million USD. Maybe I'll check and come back to you. So I think so 1 million USD every year is the limit. So more than that you can't bring. If more than that you wanted to bring, and then you have to again submit all these forms. So if you are bringing the money from the NRE account, you no need to submit 15 CA, 15 CB. NRO account?
We don't have money in NRA account. We only have the money inside India, and we have to sell some big capital. So it comes to NRO account, yeah.
To NRO account. Then 15 CA, 15 CB, and chartered accountant will issue this certificate, and you have to submit to the bank, and you can print 1 lakh or 1 million USD. I will check and come back to you. I'm forgetting because I left HDFC Bank around 4 years ago, so I forgot. Yeah.
Sure, I'm not asking the limit. I'm asking about the tax rate percentage.
I said no. So tax rate depends on what kind of instruments. So capital gain taxes, long-term capital gain taxes is that's 10%. So it depends.
Capital gain tax. Sure, I'm asking the tax that I have to pay when I have to bring the money from India to Germany. That's all.
So again, that's fine. Tax rate, it depends on your income. Which income category you fall. Your income is up to 5 lakhs or 25 lakhs or this thing. Usually for NREs, in the bank account, you pay 30.9% taxes. If you're NRI, you are paying in your NRI account 30.9% taxes on the gains part altogether, right? So it's chartered accountant, he'll check it out from which all resources you have received the money, whether it's a property, capital gain, or investment, or interest income, or dividend income, what kind of. So they have a different, methodology, and based on that, you have to first pay the taxes. They issue the certificate, and then you can bring the money.
Let's say it is a gift from the parents.
A gift from the parent, then there's you have to. I think so. Chartered accountant is the right person. He can claim it's what exactly how much taxes, but usually I can tell you NRI account it bear 30.9%.
No, sure. You're talking about the tax that we are paying to the Indian government for keeping the money into that account as an income.
Right.
So I'm not worried about that part because anyway that's going to come from somebody's bank account. So
right.
It could be either loan or it could be mostly people show it as loan or gift. That's all. But then when I do the transfer from Germany to India, what most of the people do after 5 years or 10 years of investing the money into India, and then they try to bring back the money from Germany, from India to Germany.
Nah, so listen, that's why I think in between I have said when you are sending money from here to India, okay, it should go in NRE account, not NRO account, non-resident external account. And in that account, all the interest, what you are accumulating, all the gains, it's completely tax-free. And whatever the money you have sent to NRE account, there's no limit. You can bring back without paying any taxes through NRE, okay, to India, to Germany back. So you have to bifurcate all these. So there are 4 kind of this thing: NRE, RFC, FCR, FCNR, and NRO. If it has moved to NRO or something else, then immediately the tax gonna be changed. But I think so. Look, we will not discuss this thing already here. Lot of foreign nationals in the training and everything. So we will keep it separate whenever you want. We will discuss. That's not a problem. So all the SIP, I think so it's clear. All the lump sum investment, it's clear. Just before closing, I wanted to know who will tell what 5 funds Vinod has discussed in last session. 5 funds name what Vinod has discussed in last session. Who will tell? Vinod, okay.
Me?
Or Anil. Anil this time.
There's DWS US growth, DWS INR, that is
India Fund.
India Fund. Yes, Alliance Global Investment Fund, and there's the
Alliance Global Artificial Intelligence.
There was one Interglobal Fund as well, I think.
Alliance Interglobal, it's a 4th. And 5th?
Yeah. The Artificial Intelligence Fund.
Artificial Intelligence was the 3rd. What was the 5th? Who will tell the 5th? Vinod, you wanted to say?
No, I raised the hand for something to say, but it was earlier. So
No, first fund's name. But will not divert.
Okay, fund's name.
Mizo,
DWS.
what was the last fund name? Fifth.
Allianz Wachstum?
Allianz Wachstum Europa. Guys, these fund name are your strength. If you'll not remember these funds name, so it's not good. You are going to work as a financial advisor. You have to buy hearted these funds. And couple of points. Today is the last session for the SIPs and everything, mutual funds. Next week, we all gonna learn about gold in Germany, silver. So gold and silver, taxation, physical bar, what's a benefit exactly, how you can invest, whether you'll receive that gold physically, how you can get a delivery. So lot many options. So don't miss it. All the people, they love gold. One of the fantastic option for yourself. You can invest for your family and you can advise to your clients as well. If you'll miss the session, then topic has gone, because every week we have a new trainer, new topics. So Monday we'll have a new trainer. She's very experienced, that lady, very intelligent, and she'll give you lot many opportunities, how you can invest, buy, sell, each and everything. So stay tuned. Dr. Gunjan, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, I want to know if the discussion on stock market equity shares is already done or not.
No, so we don't advise direct equity.
Okay,
we
no
don't
stock
advise
market.
direct equity. Only we discuss about the mutual funds and SIPs. So Vinod was handling mutual fund and SIPs. So last 3 days. So today was the third day. So it's over, and next week we will start gold. But in case in between you have any questions, first of all you learn a lot many things. When you do the analysis, you have to do the lot of analysis. When you do client meetings analysis, you will learn. Otherwise, subject teacher, subject coach will answer, or maybe your coach. So your coach is a Jessica. She will answer.
No, I just want to know, in the whole training, equity shares or stock market investment will be covered or not?
Yeah, it's covered.
It's covered already.
Yes, it's covered already.
Okay.
That's okay. Vinod.
So, Isad, what I want to say is that actually I am a chartered accountant from India. I did my CA from India.
Excellent.
So what I would like to do is I can share the taxation thing in the group so that people can be get
that's
knowledge.
Useful, please.
Yeah, I have so much a summary of Indian taxation that I built while I was studying in India. So I do have all those materials and I can share with the group so people can benefit from these things.
Perfect. Excellent. So now we have a friend and colleagues that's from this thing. So it's a really fantastic, awesome. So any other question? Last question before wind up, or Vinod, you would like to add something?
I wish you all the best, guys. So make use. We are all spending the time, and we have given the best of everything. So only one last motivational thing which I read from the book called Zero to Viral by Financial Sharon. So if you want to become someone, like for example, if you want to become like Rafik Nadal, if you just keep learn about tennis, it is not going to work. You have to play the tennis. You have to get the experience of the tennis. Only then, at some point, you know, okay, now I'm improving, and then at some point, you become the Rafik Nadal. Just looking at Rafik Nadal and then watching him or just reading about him will not make you Rafik Nadal. So, all of you, I want you guys, like the training phase, the product knowledge of training, what you're getting is very good. That because there are a lot of people are putting their efforts to get you, because we were not trained like you guys, how you're getting it. We got trained most of the time on our own. So that's why, like, I found that's the plus and the minus, because when I do it on my own, I have to take every trial, every customer as a research, and then every time I improve when I talk to the new customer. But what I'm saying is, this knowledge is important that you are getting, but now you have to start practicing. Only then you become the real financial advisors. Your You may be Sachin Tendulkar or you may be Sehwag, it doesn't matter. Only the things count is the runs. And here for us, the runs are the points how much you are making. So you have to start making your points. You have to start selling products or you have to start talking to people. Only then you make points, right? So that's the first key. Your entire financial advisory success role is directly proportional to the number of people or number of conversations you are going to have. So I urge you guys to start talking to the people, right now, so that over a period of time, you guys will all will be like super good financial advisors and you'll all be very productive. Yeah.
One more thing I would like to request, like right now, that contest is going on, in our training group. So everyone, all the trainees, please try to qualify. And 10th is the last day. So I think so already it is in the group. What is the criteria? What all these stuff. So when anything is lost, you should always think, I should be the first one to crack it. I should be the first. When you have that kind of spread, these are small stuff. Then it will make you the leader and champion in your life. Yeah. So with this, a very good night. I think a lot of people they'll go for maybe parties or there's a sleeping or whatever you want to do, and wish you a very happy weekend. And looking forward, with new topics and on Monday, and also I'll also look forward good news by 10th. So let's see who gonna qualify first. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Alright, guys. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Sir,
you.
do you have some time, sir? Could you read?
Yeah.
I have to ask you something about.
Bye bye. Take care.